Peace. There's no educational program here?
That's come out of socialization. You set that up, but we can't put everything on one piece of paper.
I don't know why. That patent leather, that shiny shit, that shit make niggas kill other niggas. I don't like for real. Like for some reason that shoe, I don't know if it's the shininess of it. Something sets off the murderer in niggas.
He's saving for a car. She's saving for her room and boarding. I'm like, fuck all that. I'm not getting jack if it ain't for them Air Jordans. It's a little more important than saving for some college I can't even afford in. It's a little more important to actually feel important. Those Jordans, the way they make me feel inside, I can lace up my demons and I can step in stride because I know Michael Jordan himself gave me my pride. Yeah, they cost $180, but you ain't gotta persuade, see? At least the next chick won't have the best kicks on her feet like me. So now it's about that time, so I get on that line at the store. But I got about 5 more hours till they open up the door. And all I know is nobody better not even look at me the wrong way. Because I got my peace to disturb this peace in case somebody want to get in the way of me and my J's. And sure enough, somebody tried to try me. Cut the line right in front of me, a newfound enemy. I said, look, stay in your place and I'll stay in mine in this line. 5 hours. I've been waiting 5 hours all this time. He gives me a look as if there's nothing I can do, and a little voice inside said, time to show and time to prove. So I gave him a minute to get out that line. He stood still, and so did time, and enough time passed, and I reached for my 9. 5 shots from my 9. 9 times 5 is 45. He lived 45 seconds more. The police arrested me 5 minutes after the store opened the door. Now I spend my prison days thinking about our issues and our backwards ways and thinking about the deadly price we often pay for a fresh pair of J's.
Yeah, the Concord, Cool Grade, Space Jam, Brother Lovers, niggas, them shit, they have the murder shoot. That's what they need to call that shit, the killer, the air killer.
Police officer man, how do you do? I utter the words in fear of you, utter fear as I'm nearing you, mind races thinking what you may or may not do. I'm told you're here to protect me, but I hear you don't even respect me. The news says you're on a hunt, you see, but it's not wildlife you seek, it seems, but the black youth, adults, women, and men, black people, seems like black people like me. Policies like stop and frisk and stand your ground. New age lynchings, Jim Crow still around keeping us down. And we're supposed to take all this and not make a sound? And not take a stand? Well, sir, I refuse to sit down. Police officer man, please open your eyes. Y'all are murderous. The blood has painted our sky. The bodies sent it outside. You started a war of life and pride. You think Eric Garner knew he was gonna die at High Danger Lie? I finally have passed you. You don't say a word. My thoughts consume my mind, all unseen, all unheard. I walked by you unscathed this time. You didn't do no dirt. But it's only a matter of time because my skin tells you I'm worth the hurt. But I can't keep quiet any longer. They say actions speak louder than words, but words hit y'all a little stronger. Poetry stings a little longer, sings a song so sad and so somber, a warning to those among us and an ode to those who are no longer around, like Trayvon Martin, Jonathan Farrell, Tamir Rice, and Ferguson, Missouri's own Michael Brown. Police officer man, how do you do? I hope my word puts some fear in you. Her brown body, rich in history and in melanin, endowed with girth, surrounded by infatuation and contemplation, yet still devoid of worth. Fingers point at her in the streets. I stare at her with thoughts under sheets. A soul so tender, a soul so sweet, reduced to nothing, nothing more than a piece of meat. her brown body. But she likes it, and it's the only attention she really gets, and attention is really her only wish. All eyes on her. This is only as good as it's ever gonna get. She does everything under the sun thinking. She's thinking that she'll find the one, and she's devaluing herself, and her plan is to sell her body and her soul to a man, her brown body. Society teaches her everything she should know, how to treat him like a king, how to let him treat her like a hoe. Her brown body accepts it because her brown body feels neglected if she's not treated this way, because somewhere along the line she forgot what respect is, her brown body. Oh, how dignified she should be and how tall she should stand, because back in the day her brown body was an exhibit. Just look at Sarah Bartman, a South African slave. Her body parts were put on display. European men made her dance butt naked, ball and chain, and in a cage. The twerking and the clapping of today ain't nothing new, they say. It was forced on her brown body back in those days. Well, today, her brown body is just the same, playing herself cheap this time, all pain and no gain. A queen caged and ashamed, too afraid to let her true royalty reign, exploited and displayed, a new age slave chained to an age-old game. Her brown body, all hurt and no worth. A list of insecurities as long as her weave, her love for herself as short as her skirt. Beautiful brown skin and a beautiful spirit within, things to adore or things to deplore, an all-out war where only a man can even out the score.
See, the thing is with me, you dig, I need to know some more about it. I wish you had some more literature about the educational thing here. Because, you dig, as far as we're concerned, when we look at struggle, is that this depends on the educational thing, you dig.
Hello, son. Looking forward to the day that we meet, but before we do, let me give you the word on the street. Word on the street is society doesn't value your life as much, but if I warn you now, maybe we can prepare. Maybe it won't be so rough. You will always be the king of my heart with your African features and your skin so dark. Darker than the skin of most people you'll see in this land of the free that still ain't free. You will be a king, but still looked at as a slave, seen as rambunctious and uneducated and unable to behave. And when you walk around, women may grab their bags thinking your lot in life is to take all that they have. And the men? Many will be intimidated by your smarts, your strength, and your power, and your ability in the arts. I know, son, this is all starting to paint an ugly picture. But don't worry, I'm here to work with you. We'll work on your education and college. I'll get you there. But first, you must learn how to navigate the school halls, because even there it is not fair. But that's okay, because no matter what people do or what people say, nobody can ever take your education away. You'll have to watch what you say and watch what you wear. The hats on your head and how you wear your hair. Because certain looks and certain words can kill. Like your brother Trayvon Martin, Mike Brown, Tamir Rice, and your brother Emmett Till. I write this to warn you, but please, son, don't stress. These ills have been around and you're not even here yet. But I have a plan, and God does too, and you will fearlessly live your life with all the fruits given to you. But first, I have to finish my education and learn all I can to create a better situation. And then the day will come and I'll meet someone, and me and a strong black man will become one, and that strong black man will be your daddy, and he will be so proud and he'll be so happy to teach you everything he can about being yourself, about being a man. Although this world may not welcome you with warm open arms, son, don't be discouraged and don't be alarmed, because you will always be the king of my heart with your African features and your skin so dark.